Admiral Zixta's ship, the Catherine, emerges from hyperspace and starts a search for life in the system K-7749. The third planet from the star looks to be a fortress, with vast geometric patterns and man-made buildings spanning the majority of its continents. The planet looks to be fully militarized, with over 50,000 active weapons systems aimed directly at the Empire's fleet. Admiral Zixt orders a complete spectrum investigation of the third planet to search for primitive civilizations. The surface has huge geometric patterns and energy signatures that make her blood run cold. The alien armada has landed thousands of kilometers below Earth, and General Kate Murphy is in Earth's primary command center. The extraterrestrial spacecraft have sophisticated technology, but not beyond Earth's defenses. The Earth's reaction is prompt and organized, with warning signs flashing at every military facility on the globe. Hidden weapons systems were cranked up from their covert placements, and orbital defense platforms were instantly brought online. Dr. Amy Watson, Earth's top xenobiologist, is preparing translation procedures for this circumstance. The extraterrestrial signals differ from anything in their databases, yet the patterns are becoming obvious. The alien voice fills the command center, yet the translation machines perform their job. The extraterrestrial fleet seems to be seeking regular diplomatic contact, while Earth's reaction force continues to develop. In this literature, Admiral Zixthera of the Catherine Empire seeks amicable contact with a primitive planet inside a confined military area. The civilization has been at war for 800 years, and Commander Scott Davis, a historian, is assigned to offer historical context. Zixthera is disturbed by the lack of comprehension and the possibility of hostile extraterrestrial contact. Davis, who has spent his career researching human civilization's evolution from a divided globe to a united war machine, is questioned about the preparations for this time. He reveals that in 1587, every country on Earth signed the Unity Defense Pact, and each human citizen joined the Earth Defense Force. Zixthera challenges the whole species, which has entirely militarized itself. There are no civilians. Artists make propaganda and psychological warfare materials, scientists construct weapons and defense systems, farmers raise food for the military, and children begin combat training at the age of 5. Captain Maria Santos, Earth's top diplomat, discusses her training in military operations, strategic planning, and psychological warfare methods. The Catherine Bridge crew exchanges concerned looks, recognizing that their empire had conquered hundreds of planets but had never seen anything like this. They inquire about the global population, which is expected to be 15 billion. Captain Santos responds that 12 billion are active military troops, with the other 3 billion being support workers, engineers, strategists, and command people. To summarize, the Catherine Empire's attitude to diplomacy and potential for conflict stands in sharp contrast to human civilization's history of military strength and internal struggle. Captain Santos saw 17 ships approaching the Catherine Empire, which had been following their movements for 3 days. Commander Davis displayed a hologram depicting Earth's industrial capabilities and the siege mindset. For 8 millennia, the planet has prepared for every kind of extraterrestrial invasion, including land assault, orbital bombardment, biological warfare, and technology infiltration. They also planned for diplomatic interaction with aliens, since any encounter with them would be mostly military. Admiral Zixa, the commander of the Catherine Empire, issued an emergency communication to the central leadership, which responded within hours. Supreme Commander Wheeler examined the situation, declaring that Earth's armed force numbered 12 billion active soldiers. Colonel Danny Brooks, the Earth Defense Force's military liaison for extraterrestrial contact, strolled through the Deep Defense Archives, which contained all of humanity's military information accumulated over the last 8 millennia. The exhibit depicted human communities that fulfilled military reasons, with each structure having a military use. The whole world was planned as a one gigantic fortress, with children beginning tactical instruction at the age of 5. By the age of 15, they had decided on their military specialism, and by the age of 20, they had completed their training. The Catherine Empire had conquered 847 planets but had never encountered anything like this before. Velter, commander of Earth's First Contact Regiment, is a military strategist who has been repelling fictitious extraterrestrial invasions for 800 years. He has devised battle plans for every imaginable alien encounter and established a military culture that optimizes itself for combat without ever waging battles. Wheeler's principal military analyst, a veteran of hundreds of planetary victories, talks cautiously about their intelligence, implying they had accomplished something exceptional. Captain Tony Miller, leader of Earth's First Contact Regiment, enters the communication room and demonstrates Earth's entire defense capacity. The Earth has been militarized into a weapon, with the whole world transformed into a huge fortress meant to annihilate any force that approaches it. Colonel Brooks asks Wheeler what they expect from them and chooses to test the humans. The era of preparation has ended, and the age of action is about to begin. Wheeler decides to put the humans to the test, sending War Master Keithnar and their strongest war fleet to their location to perform training exercises and learn more about their actual skills. Keithnar, the Empire's best military leader, has never lost a war in over 300 battles across 50 planets. General Kevin Wright, Earth's Tactical Command Commander, is thrilled about the impending Catherine battle fleet. He's been waiting for this moment for years, and early scans reveal 230 ships, including heavy cruisers, destroyers, and support boats. Lieutenant Colonel Beth Turner, commander of Earth's Quick Reaction Fleet, prepares for the simulated war that will decide the future relationship between the two species. War Master Keithnar's fleet, which emerged from hyperspace on the edge of Earth's solar system, deploys in the classic Catherine assault formation. However, the human fleet looks to be behaving differently. Instead of attempting to duplicate his arrangement, the fleet divides into smaller groups, creating a complicated three-dimensional configuration that fully surrounds the Catherine force. Kethan, the commander, assesses the human fleet's cohesion and ability to react to instructions concurrently. The research suggests that the human fleet moves as one organism, with each group reacting quickly to preserve the formation. This military collaboration is unprecedented in the Catherine experience, and General Wright is keen to demonstrate the capabilities of the Earth's fleet. In a test combat, humans destroyed Captain Rodriguez's fleet's Special Operations section in 14 minutes. The fleet had been prepared for this very circumstance for thousands of years, and they had learned to detect and defeat every military strategy. Following the battle, the Catherine Empire Council convened in an emergency session for 3 days, and Supreme Commander Wheeler announced that they could either attempt to conquer a species that has spent 800 years preparing for their arrival, or form an alliance with the most militarily advanced civilization they have ever encountered. Keithnar, still suffering from his tactical setback, proposed a partnership with the Catherine Empire. The Empire has adversaries all throughout the galaxy, and humans have the potential to put a stop to decades-long hostilities. Admiral Kate Murphy, who had been elevated to Supreme Allied Commander, chose to create an alliance with the Catherine Empire after 800 years of planning. An examination of Catherine's war records revealed continuous confrontations with 17 other species, some of which have persisted for almost 200 years. Because both sides were equally matched, the war has yet to be resolved. The Catherines have better technology, but their opponents have advantages in numbers or defensive positions. Murphy examined the galaxy map with the eyes of someone who had spent her whole life training for interstellar combat, concluding that these conflicts might be settled rapidly with adequate tactical cooperation. The Earth Expeditionary Force, headed by General Lisa Brown, launched its first interstellar combat mission. With 2,000 ships, 5 million troops, and a fleet of 2,000 trained volunteers, they hoped to show human military capability in favor of their new Catherine allies. The joint Humanar fleet left Earth's solar system, making it the first time in human history that ships have traveled outside their home system. The crews had spent their whole lives training for this expedition, demonstrating flawless formation during hyperspace leaps and accuracy throughout faster-than-light flight.